Good morning, everyone, and welcome to What Happened Last Night, the Who Done It Show. I'm your host, Danny Verkowski, and with me, as always, is
Conroy Gibson.
Conroy Gibson.
That's me.
Yeah. Just a good name. Gotta get excited about it.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Guys, welcome to What Happened Last Night, the Who Done It Show, the show where we play social deduction games and let you in on all the secrets. There will be hidden information that our players downstairs don't get to know, but you will. You're in on the secret.
And we will too, right?
Yeah, we will too. Yeah. Yeah, we got to make sure. Conroy hates being out of the loop.
I want to know everything
He just
about
wants to know everything about
What's your middle name?
Robert.
I don't need to know that. Right.
But anyways, we're so glad that we have you here today. Welcome to the show. If you're tuning in on YouTube or Twitch, congratulations. Next week, we're going to have a new option for you.
Wait, where?
On Facebook Live, dog. Yeah. You'll be on your Facebook page. You'll get that notification that says, hey, what happened last night? The Who Done It Show's got a new episode going on. Click these links. You won't even have to click a link. It'll just be right there on your news feed.
Man, technology.
You can just be like, oh, hello, I'm watching Danny and Conroy, my two best friends.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah. So we're so excited about that. We're stoked to have you guys watching us on Facebook Live. And as I think is being typed into chat right now, today we've got a fun, what is it? Audience participation.
I was like, siesta?
Yeah.
No, that's not it.
That word always escapes me. Whenever I have to talk about the audience participation game, I start saying something weird. Like, Conroy, stop touching my knee.
Oh, come on. Let me touch your knee.
All right, you can touch my knee. Try to keep it out of camera, though. Like, if you could reach your hand below and
like
then
your knee pit?
That's not working.
Okay.
Anyways, today, the audience participation game is going to be 2 truths and a lie, but we're going back. We're flipping the script, sort of an old formula that we used on episode 1. You guys are going to give us 2 truths and a lie, and we're going to have the players try to figure it out so that they can do the heavy lifting for a change.
Yeah,
you know?
finally.
You guys just sit back and relax. Send us those 2 truths and a lie, and please let us know which one the lie is. So be like, truth, da-da-da-da-da. I like bowling. Truth, like my favorite sport is bowling. Lie, I hate bowling. You know? So like we can actually know which is which.
Don't use those examples, though.
Don't use that. Probably won't play very well.
Yeah.
Because the 2 things contradict the 3rd thing.
Yeah.
So they would know pretty easily, and we want to make this hard on them.
Absolutely.
But we've been burned before, so please let us know what the lie is. For anybody who turned into episode 1, Art by Lori screwed us hard. She spat right in our faces, and we loved it. Thank you, Art by Lori. But in any case, thank you guys so much for tuning in. That's all the news we have for you today. Don't forget to let us know what those 2 truths and a lie are that you have to submit for us. But we are going to go over to our player introduction so you guys can know who's playing.
Hi there, I'm Dave Hill. I am the oldest player in this game, which means I've got the most experience. I could get away with murder, but I don't choose to do it. I would say I have a pretty good poker face. I'm pretty damn good at keeping secrets. It's pretty easy for me to lie. But I also like to be a wild card and sometimes have a bad poker face on purpose. If you're a werewolf, I'm gonna find it out. When I'm playing a game, I am playing a game.
Hi, my name is Robert. I'm excited to play some games. Man, I got really into Serial for a while, that podcast. I think I listened to all 10 episodes straight. No, there's no way I could get away with murder. I would freak out. That would be too much pressure. It's weirdly easy for me to lie. It shouldn't be that easy. To everyone but my girlfriend, I'm good at keeping secrets. My girlfriend always knows when I'm lying. 100%. I can't put anything past her. I think I'm good at picking up vibes, but I just read people totally wrong usually.
Hey, hi. Do I look here? My name is Curtis. I'm good friends with Danny. I think to be like a really good board game player, you have to be really passionate about board games, which is the most polite way I can think of to say a little bit boring and probably white. I love to lie to people. It is a hobby of mine. This really matters to me. Is this helping at all, or is this? I just want to make sure that the dicgishness plays in terms of like, I'm still here and you're a friend. I don't understand this weird culture.
Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to the Game Zone. That's what this area is called.
Game zone.
Today we have Hannah, we have Cassie, we have Dave, we have Curtis, and our special guest Danielle. Danielle, let the people know, what is your favorite board game?
God, I love so many, but I think I'm gonna say Seven Wonders.
Seven Wonders.
It's a good one.
Nice.
Good
strategy game, right?
Yeah. Super strategy game.
Awesome. Well, we're gonna take a second to look at the rules, and then we'll be back to play.
One Night Ultimate Werewolf is a game where everyone has secret identities that determine how they play. Each player randomly chooses a role and keeps it a secret from the other players. Then begins the night. The players close their eyes so that roll by roll they can be called on to conduct their misdeeds in secret. First, any players who drew the werewolf roll cards open their eyes and acknowledge each other. Then the rest of the players act in turn according to their role. Then, day begins. The players will have 5 minutes to figure out what happened and vote on someone to kill. If a villager dies, the werewolves win. If a werewolf dies, the villagers win. The only exception is the tanner, who's trying to get themselves killed. In order to win, our players will have to lie. They'll have to deduce, and they'll have to figure out what happened last night.
Okay, and so the night phase begins. We're working on getting you guys all the information about who has which cards. We've only got one werewolf, Danielle, so he's gonna look in the middle. Yeah, and let's see, who else do we have? We do have a tanner this round, and that's gonna be Dave. So those are the two non-villagers. Who do we have for masons? Hannah is the only mason, and I should mention, they're down there moving around a little bit. That's what we call the night phase boogie, so that they can't detect one another's movements when they're doing their actions. Let's see who we've got. We've got Cassie as the seer, and Cassie just looked at Hannah's card. So Cassie knows that Hannah was a mason.
Close your eyes. Robber, wake up. You may exchange.
Let's see, do we have a robber? Yes. Curtis is the robber.
He's going to
What's he taking? I think he just took Dave's card. So now Curtis is the tanner, and Dave doesn't know that he's been switched.
Close your eyes.
Cool. That's gonna be great. Oh, but we got a troublemaker, so there could still be another switch. Okay, Robert's the troublemaker. Oh, he's switching Curtis and Dave back. Oh, that's so good. Nice. All right. So Curtis thinks that he got the tanner card, but then it was stolen right away from him by the troublemaker. Oh, that's so nice.
That is.
Close your eyes.
Okay.
Everyone, wake up.
The werewolves were not subtle.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
There's like a
No, just
different
the-
mix.
the-
Oh,
the
the backing
dogs.
track.
It
Yeah.
must be this particular mix of
Shouting.
cards. They
It
so
was
like let's
very
really have it be
aggressive.
rabid. And
I
hateful.
actually feared for my life.
Yeah.
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 I
I feared for the woman. I felt like she was being like constantly
I'm
surrounded.
pretty sure my cat ran away. Just she's gone. She's gone. Okay,
Alright.
let everyone do last night. So I hate to be the first person to say this because it's like such a cop out, but I was the insomniac and I woke up the insomniac. I want to get that out there. If anyone wants to fight me, fight me.
All right. I did move some cards around, but I'm not going to say who yet. I did switch some cards around though.
As the
Troublemaker. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, you guys look sketchy.
I had a whole lot of little to do last night. I'll tell you that.
Little to do.
I didn't have a lot to do.
So
You were a mace?
I just didn't have a lot to do.
what?
For whatever that's worth.
Not much.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that means.
All right, Tanner.
I wasn't moving stuff around.
Wait, so who doesn't? You're not the insomniac if she's the insomniac.
Mm-hmm.
No one really fought her on that. But
There's a
of course
seer.
it could be in the middle.
But
the
why
seer
would
does
the
things.
seer
The
not-
troublemaker. What are you saying you are? Just say what you are.
Not those things.
He's a Tanner.
Are you saying you're a mason?
Was anyone a Mason?
I'm interested.
He says as he looks around.
That was a little
Me?
delayed.
Are you saying you're a Mason?
I was not a Mason when the game started. I don't know what I am now.
Okay.
Okay.
I actually was a Mason, and there were no other Masons.
Okay.
Curtis
Okay.
is not a Mason.
Interesting.
But she did wait to make sure there weren't any other Masons.
No,
True.
I didn't wait. I heard him. I was waiting to see who would say, since I saw no one wake up, I wanted to see if anyone claimed to be a Mason.
Or you're a
I-
werewolf
I
and you
woke
want
up,
to
we
make
just
sure
weren't
no one
looking at each other.
Mason.
I'm a Mason. I'm the only
We're
Mason.
paused.
There's a Mason in the deck. Is anyone a seer?
paused.
Well, we're paused. We're paused.
I can actually.
We're paused.
We're paused. We're paused.
Okay, they're paused. It's time for the stare down siesta. They're not allowed to talk anymore. They're not allowed to talk anymore. It's a break, and they aren't talking, which is good. For everybody who's just tuned in, welcome to the show. We're halfway through. We're halfway through game one, so let's catch them up. Let's let them know what's going on.
Well, Danielle off the bat said she was an insomniac, and nobody questioned her.
Yeah,
And I was like, okay, no one has turned any suspicion towards her, and she is the WW.
you know what? Danielle is killing it. WW stands for werewolf, guys. Conroy's using really hip lingo. Danielle is killer at this game. She's the one who turned me onto it, and she's like so good. Like whenever I play with her, like I just get so pissed off because she kicks ass. Like I actually played Secret Hitler with her the other day, and like I was fighting really hard to. If you guys don't know the rules for Secret Hitler, this might not translate. Well, but like I was trying really hard to get her to be the president when she was Secret Hitler, and then we lost. Anyways, it was really tough, and it was a gut punch. She's really good at these games. But anyways, she's the werewolf, and she came out right at the beginning, and she said, "I'm the insomniac. If anybody wants to fight me about that, fight me about it," because I think that she feels confident that if someone were to be like, actually, I was the insomniac, she could win like the lie fight.
Yeah, right. But no one questioned her, and it was just it. So
Right, exactly. That was the end of the story.
I don't know. I feel she's gonna be pretty safe.
Yeah, so everybody thinks that she's the insomniac, and I think the only thing she really needs to worry about is making sure that nobody votes for the Tanner. Because if the Tanner gets killed, the Tanner is the only winner. So what else went down? Robert came out pretty early and said, "Hey, I moved some cards, but I'm not going to say whose cards I moved." Great play for the troublemaker, I'd say.
Yeah.
Cassie hasn't revealed that she was the seer yet, but I think she was about to before she got cut off.
Yeah.
Because she was going to let everybody know that Hannah was the Mason, which Hannah was just coming out and saying.
Though Curtis also mentioned he was a Mason too.
Did he?
For a split second.
Did he?
But I don't think he confirmed. And I was with Hannah. You could see her making like, if he says it one more time, I know he's lying.
Yeah.
I'm the Mason.
But Dave, I don't know what Dave's doing. Dave's the Tanner, so he's trying to draw suspicion to himself, but he did it very heavy-handedly by coming out and saying like, "I didn't have much to do last night." Oh, we're wearing the same color shirt, so that's actually a really good impression. And so we'll see how this plays out, but I think that people are going to figure out that Dave was the Tanner. The question is, will people realize how many times the Tanner got switched back and forth between Dave and Curtis? But we're going to go back to the game to see how it all plays out.
Okay.
All right. So, Hannah, you were saying that you were the only Mason.
I'm the only Mason, so Curtis lied.
So what are
Pretty
you,
harsh,
Curtis?
Hannah. You play this game so hard. We don't fuck around.
I call him like I see him.
But Curtis could totally also be the Tanner because I feel like
He plays every game like the Tanner. I don't
That
ever
is
think it's
true,
the
but
that
I
could
was
be his
Eternal
shtick.
Tanner.
I was the robber.
Oh,
Why did you
so
say you were the
who'd you
Mason?
rob?
I just thought it'd be fun. I'm playing for the viewers.
So what
I'm
not playing for you.
Okay.
I'm not here to make friends.
Real quick, Cassie was starting to say something when
Oh, right,
we
when we
left.
break,
What were
yeah.
you gonna say?
She's the Mason.
You saw that
checked
shit.
my
Okay.
Are we allowed to curse?
Because you're a really good.
Yes.
You're a really good liar. I was like, I gotta check her card,
Okay.
so I did.
Okay.
Okay.
So
we do know
you
some
claim to be
things.
the robber.
Yeah.
So,
You claim to have
If he was
rushed.
the robber, then that's why I was originally the Tanner.
Oh.
He robbed
so to throw something
that's-
else into this, I switched both of your cards.
Oh.
So I'm the robber again?
Hold up. Did you say you robbed him?
No.
But that's
So we don't
If
have
he
a
was,
seer?
and he knew.
We do have a seer.
Yeah, she was the seer. And
Oh,
she looked
right.
at
You checked mine instead of checking
So-
Wait,
too.
what were you?
I was the troublemaker, and I switched Curtis. and
1
So
Dave.
it's
minute
Robert
remaining.
Troublemaker?
Robert goes before troublemaker, I
Oh.
believe. Yeah.
I
Alright,
feel
so
like
we're
this.
whatever we were when we started.
I'll say this. I'll say this. I'll say this. I'm gonna vote for Robert because that is brilliant gameplay, and if anyone's a werewolf from what's been said, it would be him.
What was Robert saying he was?
The
Oh,
troublemaker.
Isn't there a low
That's
Mason and an insomniac?
that is true.
Saying that at
That's
that
true,
moment
yeah.
is the perfect time
Right.
for a
But
werewolf
I
to say
also
that.
feel like
That's
this would be an awesome 2 werewolf shtick. That like you say
Only
one
30
werewolf is a
seconds left.
tanner because then obviously we're not going to vote for the other tanner and then that makes you the robber. So I feel
we
like
don't-
that
but-
could be.
But
That could be good, but the problem is he tried to say Mason, and she knew that he wasn't one, so
Yeah,
she'd already
that's
put
true.
a lie to that.
I feel
Yeah.
like
That's
it's
true.
either you or you or you.
Oh, that narrows
really
it down.
narrowed it
That
down.
really narrows
Thanks,
it down.
Curtis. Thanks for not thinking it was me.
Well, I know it wasn't you. I robbed you.
Who did you rob?
I
Okay.
robbed him.
Oh.
He was the tenor. I was
I
the robber.
honestly
That's
have
fine.
no idea who to
That's
trust
fine.
right
I
now.
feel like that Robert is
Everyone-
good at this
That's fine,
game.
yeah.
3, 2, 1, vote.
3.
Trying to
Wait, who's
off-balance.
3 on
to
me?
Robert?
3 on Robert.
Okay, yep.
Robert, what are you?
I am the troublemaker.
Oh no, that means that
Oh, well played. Well
Nice.
played.
She got out in front of it.
Well played.
So who was
Yeah,
it?
You did flip me back. Yeah, there it is.
And then you guys were okay. Mason
Okay.
Seer
I
and
win. Oh,
Okay.
guys,
for Robert.
nice to meet you. I'm a
Disappointed.
liar.
Yeah. Okay.
It was really easy because I flipped the
Yeah. I was,
Insomniac card, so it
Oh,
made
so you
it
just
easy.
knew right
So
now.
you
It was
know.
just like a very
Wow.
easy one.
All right.
Yeah, okay. Great. Oh my gosh. I didn't know that Danielle had seen that in the middle because that is a good play.
Oh my, that's
Yeah.
a very good play. Oh,
she was like, sweet. I know that no one's going to contest this because no one's the Insomniac because I saw it in the middle, so I'm so safe.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Danielle's really good at this game. Like it's intimidating. But Curtis made a good call towards the end there.
Surprisingly.
Where and now I don't even remember what it was.
I don't know.
Right. Dave was saying if anybody's a werewolf, it's probably Robert, and Danielle jumped on that. She was like, Robert is really good at this game, so maybe it was him. Although you guys played a good shtick. And actually, when Danielle was saying that about Dave and Curtis, I was like, woo, kind of playing with fire there.
Yeah.
Right? Because if she turned attention on those two and one of them was the Tanner, then the Tanner would have been the only winner. But I think...
Yeah. Oh no! I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah.
It looks...
And I think that that was a bit of a risky play, but as soon as she saw Dave trying to turn it back onto Robert, she was like, okay, this is a safer play. I will get Robert killed. And it worked. It was genius. But Curtis's good call was when Dave was starting to turn the attention onto Robert. He was like, if anyone's a werewolf, it's probably Robert. Curtis was like, don't we have a single Mason and an Insomniac? Which are like the easiest lies. Like whenever you hear that, you got to be a little bit suspicious. So we're going to be going to the audience participation game in just a minute, and I'm going to come downstairs and introduce the 2 truths and a lie that we got from our audience to the players so that they can suss it out. The idea is, and thank you, Ivor Drew Peacock. I can't tell if that first letter in your name is an L or an I, but I feel like Ivor makes more sense than Levor.
Hey, that
But
sounds
that does
better.
sound really good.
Okay.
I was trying to be like, that's weird, but as soon as I said it, I was like, wow, that's sexy.
Yeah, very
good
French.
name, Lavore. I think it's probably Ivor then. But so the 2 truths and a lie that we got from our audience were 1, I once frightened a dog. He jumped and had a heart attack.
That is...
Oh, that's pretty sad. 2, once met Dave Bowie in a bar I was working at.
David Bowie,
my bad. Yeah, we were trying to keep it formal. Like I'm not that close with Mr. Bowie,
Sir Bowie.
And then 3,
really great.
I'm in the Guinness Book of Records for most bullseye in a minute, and so that everybody in the audience knows, it seems like that last one is the lie based on the way you set up your sentence structure. You said, okay, 2 truths, ... and 1 lie, ... and then you had your 2 truths together, and then ellipses, and then the lie, I think. So please confirm for us whether that was what was going on. But we're gonna take the bullseyes thing to be the lie. I wonder if the players will guess that. I feel like it's tricky because that could be one of the ones that it's like, oh gosh, it's so specific, it must be true, you know. But like, I'll go down there and I'll let them know what's going on, and we'll see if they can figure it out.
Oh, I hope they do.
Hey. Oh, you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, so we've got 2 truths and a lie for you.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell you which is which.
Okay.
Hey, buddy, you want to put your phone away, please? Put your phone away. Thanks.
Principals here.
All right, you're playing for the viewers, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 truths and a lie. We've got 1. I once scared a dog, and he jumped and then had a heart attack.
Oh.
Holy shit.
Yep.
Was it a small dog?
Really hope
That's a good question. I'll ask if that's true. 2, I once met David Bowie in a bar that I worked at. And 3, I hold the Guinness World Record for most bullseyes in a minute.
Wow.
Okay. And that's not me. I think you guys figured that out. That's not me. That's one of our audience members. Ivor Drew Peacock, if that name helps you at all.
That can't be. That's the lie.
That's the lie.
That's
all right, now you guys see if you can figure that out.
Okay, what was the second one?
Drew Peacock.
So the first
Met
one was
David Bowie in a bar.
Yeah, David Bowie in a bar. There was scared a dog
Into
so
having a
bad
heart
it
attack.
had a heart
That
attack.
I feel like is true.
Really?
Like a small dog that could happen with a heart condition.
Most bullseyes ever? That's crazy.
I feel like you'd be an Olympian,
Yeah.
right?
It's the most darts. The number 2 in 1 minute is 18 by Lee Mack of the United Kingdom.
You looked
That's cheating, Curtis.
Is that cheating?
Yes.
Well, that was the one I was going to say was the lie, but now we know it was the lie.
I say David Bowie.
I mean, it could be that person that's watching this.
Has their avatars.
Ivar.
But that's so
Ivor.
cheating.
Wait, so that means this person scared a dog to death?
Yeah, I not to death.
I don't want
a
to
dog
believe
can have a
that
heart
one.
attack and survive. People can have heart attacks and survive.
True. All
How
right,
do you
so
know a dog is having a heart attack? That's what I want to know.
I want to know how
They
he
probably
scared
took it to the
dog.
vet. And
also, do they
like,
have?
Oh, he had a heart attack.
Do they have paddles for
Yeah,
a dog,
they
like
do.
tiny ones for
They're
a
like
dog?
little-
That's
How
adorable.
do you know?
I watch emergency vet shows on.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, is this you? Are you Peacock?
I scared a dog to death.
So we think it's
You watch this Dog Hospital.
Dog hospital.
Yeah.
So we think it's the bullseye, right?
Yeah.
Well, because Curtis cheated.
Well,
I thought that before.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys have your answer?
Yeah.
The bullseyes.
The bullseye one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, that was a lie.
Yay.
Good job, you guys.
All right.
Sorry, Ivor, we figured you out. Please let us know how that dog is doing.
Was that filming the entire time?
Yeah, we
Oh,
were
yeah.
on you guys.
Because Curtis cheated.
Yeah, we know. We know. Everyone knows that
We
Curtis
were going to
cheated.
straight up say it was the bullseyes, though.
He did say
Yeah,
that.
I
He
think
did.
that was kind of the hard one to believe.
Yeah.
All right.
Curtis went
Curtis
went
don't believe
rogue.
his
Don't
name
make
is
your lie
Peacock.
Googleable.
Yeah, I guess that's good advice for folks in the future. If you're at home, don't say something that Curtis can Google because he's a dick. And
Don't make your lie Googleable.
Yeah.
That's
You-
Googleable.
You know what?
Really hard to
I
say.
think we'll go straight into the next game.
Let's do it.
All right.
We're here.
Shooting from the hip.
We're doing it.
Haha, not like Peacock.
Everyone, close your eyes. Werewolves. Wake up and look for other werewolves. If there is only one werewolf, you may look at a card from the center. Werewolves.
All right, so our 2 werewolves, Danielle and Cassie, they're gonna run the show.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make this.
Oh, but we have some switchers out there. We've got the robber and the troublemaker ready to F shit up.
Seer, wake up.
No seer, no mace.
At another player's card.
Yeah, but if
Of the center.
oh man, if I were Cassie or Danielle and saw like, oh, that's my buddy, I'd be feeling sick.
Yeah, exactly.
Close your
Fun.
eyes. Robert, wake up.
But let's see what happens when the cards start getting switched. Dave's the robber, and he's going to take
Okay.
Robert's card. So now Dave is the troublemaker, and Robert is the robber.
Ah.
Close your
But now let's see what Robert does. He can't switch himself back with Dave. He did last time. Who's he switching? Oh. He's switching Cassie and Danielle. Oh God. Robert just has a knack as the troublemaker of doing like absolutely nothing. So yeah, Cassie and Danielle are still the werewolves. Oh, I forgot to mention, if you guys want to tell us what music to play in the background, I'll bring it up later.
All right.
That was a good night's sleep.
I feel rested.
I feel so rested. Full 8 hours. All right, well.
What'd everyone do?
Not much. It was a pretty light night again for me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
A lot to do.
Man.
This is a great strategy. Just like no one
says anything.
We randomly vote for one person. That'll be so entertaining.
Be like the lottery where someone gets stoned to death for no reason.
Yeah. Great, so no one wants to start.
That's always you then, because you look like the werewolf.
I'm not the werewolf, so I'm not ready to talk about what I am.
I mean, I want to say, like, I don't want to reveal what I know yet, because I want to see who says something, but I know a thing or two, if you know what I mean.
Wow. No one has any idea what you mean. No. That was the most obtuse statement I've heard in months.
No, I'm not saying what I may or may not.
You're not under subpoena by the.
Robert's saying something.
I played the fit. No.
I was the troublemaker again, but I'm
Who
also.
Who did you troublemaker?
See, this is what I'm saying. I was a troublemaker, and he's lying. I trouble-made.
Well, what do you know then?
Oh, you're actually saying this right now?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
What do you know then?
I just know who, like, I switched people's cards.
Who'd you switch?
Well, that's what I don't want to say yet.
Oh, I'm sorry, Danielle. You got caught.
Well,
because
Danielle,
I was the robber. I was
Okay.
the robber, and I stole from him, and he was the troublemaker.
Well, there we
So
go.
there you go.
Well, Danielle, you can drop it because I
Yeah.
switched you with someone else, so you're not who you were anymore.
Who did you switch her with?
With Cassie.
Okay, well, she's the tanner then. No, don't over Cassie.
Okay. All right. So not it.
Confirmed.
Tanner can't vote for her. So now we need to know these two yokels.
Yes. And we're
Who
paused.
haven't? How do you know that?
2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Oh my God, so good. You guys couldn't see us, but I was jumping up and down.
She was.
I was so excited.
Ecstatic.
Stuff to unpack there. Conroy, why do you think I was jumping up and down?
Because, well, first of all, the whole Danielle Cassie switcherooski thing that just went down. You're loving it.
Yeah, dude. Oh, the fact. All right, so the fact that Danielle got caught out in that lie.
Yep.
When she first started saying it, like, she's like, I'm going to wait and see what somebody else says. And Robert's like, I was the troublemaker. And Danielle immediately jumped on it, was like, no, I was the troublemaker. I was like, this is Danielle's strategy from last time. Like, I'm going to say what I am and come at me.
Yeah.
You know? And, like, you try to figure out if I'm lying or if they're lying because I think that I'm more convincing. But now that I think about it, she might have been planning on, like, saying that she had been the tanner. You know, she might have been trying to get people to think that she was a bad one.
Oh,
right?
Good.
Yeah.
I didn't see that. Very cool.
Because if people think that you're the tanner, they won't vote for you. And then she was so, oh God, what an opportunity. What an opportunity when Robert said that he switched Danielle and Cassie.
Yeah.
Because Danielle knows, we were werewolves. Perfect.
Yeah.
Now I can say that I was the tanner and no one will vote for my buddy.
Yeah.
No one will vote for her.
It's teamwork.
But who knows what Cassie started off as is the thing. And who knows if she's going to have the right intuition in order to say, like, which villager she thinks won't be claimed by anybody
Precisely,
else.
yeah. She could get called out.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And I think that Cassie's... Oh, something that I haven't mentioned yet, but really want to, is like Cassie is dressed as Kim Possible today. I'm not sure why. You can see her, right?
I can. Yeah, now I see it.
Yeah. So when it goes back to the game, like, look at Cassie, and if she's not a dead ringer for Kim Possible right now, I swear to God, the first thing that happened when she walked in was I was like, whoa, I feel like a middle schooler again.
Yeah.
And then I burst with pimples, and I had to shave them all off really quickly.
Ew. You shave off your pimples?
Isn't that what you do with pimples?
Oh, that's how you do it.
It's not, but I was trying to come up with a reason why I didn't have pimples on my face after just saying that.
All right, show off. This guy has no pimples. I use Neutrogena.
I don't have pimples on my face.
Oh, you got pimples on your butt.
Oh, man. I don't want to tell that story. But what else went on? Dave was able to confirm that Robert was the troublemaker, and that's what got Danielle caught in the lie. And then she knew that she had been switched, so she was able to say that she was the Tanner. I don't know what Hannah's going to say in order to like get people to realize that they should vote for her.
Yeah, she's been fairly quiet this game.
Yeah, I think that some people get the Tanner and they kind of freeze up and they're not sure what to do. They're not sure when they can get their opportunity and to draw suspicion. But maybe she'll be able to make a good play for it. We're going to cut back to the players so that you guys can watch Kim Possible bring this one home.
I'm Kim Possible.
We're not talking about hangovers.
Okay, so we just have these two to figure out.
I was the Insomniac, and I'm still the Insomniac, but I didn't want to say that because you sound like a liar. Say that. You can't know.
And sometimes you are.
All right.
So
maybe the Insomniac. Okay.
Someone's lying.
So that's like the reverse of too much pleading innocence. It's like
wait, what did you say you were?
He's the Insomniac.
No, you.
I was originally Robert, and then I robbed the troublemaker, and then it was you were
yeah. And you just got screwed this game because you had bad luck.
Yeah. So what were you, Hannah?
No.
Wait.
What were you, Hannah?
Yeah, we're trying. Yeah, we need to figure out what Hannah is.
I'm the Insomniac.
Oh, that's what she's trying to say. I see.
I feel like
it wasn't a general someone's lying. It was Curtis's lying. Okay, got it.
All right.
Someone's lying in the world.
This is a real cry wolf situation because I am the Insomniac, but I lie and play this game so poorly. There's no reason for anyone to believe me. But I am the Insomniac.
Right. 1 minute remaining.
So I feel like this is just
This is a
who is a better liar. You two know.
Yeah.
My gut is saying that Hannah's the werewolf.
Mine as well.
Not. But could that based off of appearance?
Yeah.
I feel
appearance
Lawrence
only.
Isn't here.
It can, but I think in this, I'd be interested. I'm really excited to see the result because in this case, it feels like either Curtis played it perfectly and started talking right at the right moment, or he screwed her because he started talking and he was very convincing, and she didn't get a chance to make an argument before.
You guys are gonna regret this.
Sounds like a threat.
That does sound like a threat.
Like,
I don't know. I feel like why would they vote?
Right.
I mean, obviously one of them.
Or both.
But like what? Oh yeah. Well, why would they? They won't be both of them because they wouldn't pin each other.
Right.
Oh yeah, because one werewolf
they would
win.
1 vote.
For
I'm the motherfucking Tanner.
Oh! What?
No!
What?
No!
How did that happen?
Because you switched to werewolves.
Because
Oh!
Wow.
Damn it!
Wow!
That
Very
was a really
interesting
nice
game.
move.
Damn.
that was awesome. As soon as you said you were a Tanner, I was like, oh, she's lying. She's the werewolf.
We got played, boys.
We did. But it was like the only combination that could have played us. Oh, man. That's why I hate this game sometimes. That's 2 times in a row that I played this game where it's like the only combination where the bad guys can win is the combination that works out.
The stars just aligned,
Yeah. That's...
Dang it, I thought I played that so well and smart.
You
I
did.
hate this game.
She's too crafty.
Winning as the Tanner feels amazing.
All you did was flip 2 werewolves.
You're the only person who wins.
Lucked out.
Everyone else won.
Oh my gosh, good game. Everyone got a little bit of a deeper taste of what an evil genius Danielle is.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. That was great. You know what I forgot to mention before? You know what I love?
What?
When Danielle up at the top said she was the troublemaker. Is that what it was? And you could see Robert just like smugly look at her because he knew, and I was like, what's gonna happen? I just love that in the beginning. But that was fun. That was fun.
Oh God, so good. Really, really quality game.
I know. I just I guess Hannah was playing the long con because I thought she would have a game plan.
She was, yeah. And oh God, it was so great. Like right after I said like, oh, maybe she froze up. Like the first thing she says after the break, after the stare down siesta, she's like, someone's lying. Silence. Everyone's like, what is up, Hannah? What are you doing? You know, and that was like a great way to like not like get caught out in a lie, not be really obvious, but look like, oh, somebody look at me. You know, God, so funny. Really good job to Hannah on that. And like, great job to Danielle, but Danielle wasn't able to quite like figure out who that Tanner was out there. I mean, she had to have known there was a Tanner out there, but she couldn't quite guess who it was. That was fun. Yeah, and I guess she knew that she couldn't put it on Dave, she couldn't put it on Robert because they sort of confirmed one another.
Exactly.
Everybody just guessed Hannah.
And Curtis he brought up a good point. He's just a wild card, so you're never going to believe anything he says.
I mean, so far today, Curtis has been taking it really seriously. Yeah. I mean, he's taking everything seriously. He's getting competitive. He's looking up the truths for what lie. God damn it, Curtis. Yeah, so that was such a fun round. I feel like the reaction Dave and Robert, that's what I was trying to had to like Danielle's treachery. That's what I was trying to convey about that secret Hitler game. It's a gut punch. But like Dave saying like, oh, the stars aligned and so there was nothing we could possibly do. It's like, bro, you got played. Yeah. Like you got played. Players gonna play you and you got played. Good round though. You know what time it is?
It's time for it. Ad break.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, you guys ready to hear some ads? What you got? Anything fun to plug?
Well, something about the Ruby. Have you heard of the Ruby?
Are we gonna do this Ruby? 2 weeks in a row?
Hell yeah!
Yeah. So tonight, Trufflebox, an improv team that Conroy and I both belong to,
and
Cassie downstairs, Kim Possible, we're performing at the Ruby in Los Angeles, formerly the Nerdist School. Yeah, I don't remember the address, but anyways, the Ruby. It's new, sort of like let's just talk about the Ruby because I'm excited about the Ruby. The Ruby is a new improv school in
that's in Hollywood.
In Hollywood, that has just sort of come out of Nerd Melt. There's been a lot of sad closures in the LA comedy scene recently. IO closed down. Nerd Melt or Nerd Melt Comics.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, Meltdown Comics.
Meltdown Comics. That's what it is. Meltdown Comics just closed down, and that was the home of the Nerdist School. And now that Meltdown Comics doesn't exist, the Nerdist School, or what was the Nerdist School, is still going on, but they've rebranded. They're calling themselves the Ruby LA. Or just Ruby LA, I'm not sure. And they are sort of like a feminist, progressive, inclusive improv comedy school. They are dedicated to making sure that the impression of improv, it is the Ruby. I'm getting note right now. It is the Ruby. They're a progressive, feminist improv school trying to break the image that improv is all just white dudes in plaid. Which is like that's kind of like the majority of people who do improv, for better or for worse. I don't think it's great. I don't think it's great that other folks are so underrepresented in improv. And we do our best on the show to try to be representative because, like, guys, it's not just white people out there playing board games. I don't know if you knew this, but like lots of people play board games.
People of color, people
of different gender identities, people who like sex with whoever they like to have sex with. You know, everybody should be doing everything that they love, which should include improv, should include playing board games, should include talking about board games.
Yes.
Do you love talking about board games?
I love it so much.
Good.
Did you see me?
Yeah. I can see everything. I can see everything. I've got eyes over here. I've got eyes over here.
That's disgusting.
I've got a little speaker in my ear that someone is sending me hearts through right now. I can see everything on the screen in front of us. Actually, oh god, fun. So please check out the Ruby LA. Really, really cool spot.
I want to support them. I honestly didn't know all that.
Yeah,
that's really cool. That's really cool. Yeah, very cool.
Yeah. So if you want to take improv classes, and Conroy, do you have anything else going on tonight?
I'm going to be performing at the Inner Sanctum at UCB.
Oh,
7:00.
Yeah. What are you doing there?
Improv, not stand-up. I lied to everyone. I was telling everyone I was doing stand-up.
You told us we were
never do stand-up. I would never do stand-up. That's frightening. It's terrifying.
Yeah, it's tough.
I'm just going to have a improv show.
And I'm getting a message from our broadcast engineer that he hates Conroy.
Yep. Tricked you.
Because he's a liar. God, you should be playing downstairs.
Yep.
Anyways, guys, thank you so much. Check out the Ruby. Check out the Inner Sanctum if you're in Hollywood tonight. But we are going to go into our final game of the morning. We're starting game 3 downstairs right about now.
Yeah, we can move our cards up a little bit.
Move them up a little bit.
All right, so you guys can see what everybody is. We got a couple of Masons.
Oh,
we got a werewolf. It's gonna be exciting. Danielle's the Tanner.
Yes.
Let's see how that goes.
One werewolf. You may look at a card from the center.
Okay. Cassie looked in the center and she saw something. I don't remember. Hopefully it was the Insomniac, so she can pull that that Danielle did earlier on. All right, Masons are awake. Hannah and Curtis each other, saying what's up. How you doing?
Nice.
Yeah. Cassie's the Kim Possible werewolf this time. Everybody's doing that night phase boogie. All right, we don't have a seer, but we do have. Got so many games today with the Robber and the Troublemaker.
Yeah.
See if they nullify each other again. Robert's been the Troublemaker all 3 games.
I wonder if he's getting annoyed.
And I'll bet dollars to donuts that he switches Hannah and Curtis.
That would be so great.
That would be so perfect. All right, okay. And Dave just took Hannah's card, so Dave is now the Mason.
Robert, close your eyes. Troublemaker, wake up.
The question is, will he be able to figure out who the other Mason is? Okay, who's Robert switching? Oh God, he did it! He didn't switch Hannah and Curtis, but he switched Dave and Hannah to undo the Robin that happened. So everybody is going to end up with the cards that they started off with. But Dave had a brief session as the Mason, and Hannah had a brief session as the Robber. God, what a freaking thing.
Wake up.
Okay, I'm gonna say this now because it sounds ridiculous.
Yeah.
I was the Troublemaker again.
3 times?
3 times in a row. Yeah.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah. But I'm also not gonna say who I switched. But I was the Troublemaker again.
I think this works. I was the Robber again.
Okay.
And I switched with you, and you were a Mason.
Okay.
If that's true,
I know.
I switched both of you guys.
No, you did not.
No!
All right.
You're shitting me. So that I'm like.
Okay. Well, I was a Mason, so I trust him.
Who did you have
So
a
what
Mason friend?
were you?
That to
I
me.
did.
Here's the
I had
robber.
a Mason
So he
friend,
robbed her,
but I don't want to
And
say
you
yet.
troublemaker.
So
I
now
don't
you're
wanna-
back to the robber,
Okay,
and
he
you're
wants
back
to
to the
say.
Mason.
But I can be double.
confirm that she was the Mason.
I mean, never
Were you
mind.
the seer?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. What's up?
I was
You're a
just
Mason.
gonna let you hold off for a second so you could figure some shit out, but it's
No,
fine.
no, that's great.
Oh,
yeah.
So
But
much
I don't-
confirmation going on.
It's totally
Should
good.
I have not told people?
No,
No.
it's fine.
After
Mason,
the
Mason,
bullshit of the
Robert.
last game, I like that we actually know this time.
So,
No.
is anyone the seer?
Wait, so what were you, Curtis?
Why
I
did
missed
you-
I
that.
was the other Mason.
Oh, okay.
So
Damn.
yeah.
Wait, why didn't you want to say that he was the Mason?
So that he could figure some stuff out. Since I was like, I'm the Mason. I was like, I have another Mason. But if he was quiet, someone could accuse him of being something, and I could be like, no, he's the Mason.
So that leaves Danielle and Cassie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was not the seer, but I was the troublemaker. I mean, not the troublemaker. I was Insomniac. They look similar, the cards.
Yeah.
Like, similar to the girls with the faces.
That sounds like some Tanner lines to me is what that sounds like.
No. I really was the Insomniac. I just stumbled.
It's weird because I was the Insomniac.
Okay.
All right. We got
Okay,
two
but I
Insomniacs
really
here.
was the Insomniac, but I didn't wake up the Insomniac, is what I was trying to say. I woke up something different. Did someone move
But nobody
my card?
switched you.
Nobody switched
Robert?
you.
Nope.
No.
Oh.
No. Yeah. I think you've hit a dead end.
No,
I
yeah.
think you've hit a
I
dead
think
end.
I just was confused with the faces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is
Either the
confusing.
Tanner or
Yeah.
Someone who's been very
Giant
shrewd
letters.
this whole day
Yeah.
is now all of a sudden very confused.
For
This
real
is
though.
my first time playing this game.
All right, time for the stare down siesta.
Danielle,
Conroy has opinions.
I have a big opinion. I think
Uh-huh.
she's playing it so smart because I would kill her in that game, and that's exactly what she wants.
Would you?
Yeah, she is. There's so much. Oh, you think she's playing? Okay, you know what? I take back what I said because maybe that's the opposite. Yeah,
I mean, it seems like the other players are sort of picking it up because she's like, oh, hold on, sorry, and everyone's like, interesting that the shrewdest player all day is suddenly very confused. By the way, bonjour, Chris Danielson. You are speaking in French at us, and perhaps our podcast engineer who's responding to you speaks a little bit of French. Nope, he does not.
he doesn't.
And he's going to let you know that right now. But anyways, welcome to the chat. If you want to speak French at us, like, please do. We are so glad to have you. We're so glad to have people from all sorts of backgrounds.
Have you been
As
to
we were
France
saying.
before?
Have I been to France?
Yeah.
I have, actually. Yeah, I've been to Paris, and I was offered hash 3 times within a minute of walking out of my hostel.
Lucky.
Well, I wasn't offered it. I was offered it in exchange for currency.
Oh, but still.
Yeah.
That's not the worst thing that could happen to you.
Yeah. Paris, what a city. Mwah.
Yeah.
But the game, je parle un peu français.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, thanks. I just Googled that. The game, Dave is the robber, and oh my god, deja vu indeed. More like Dave vu.
Oh, that was
if we're speaking poor French. Robert, oh my god, the least effective troublemaker in the world today. The troublemaker 3 times, which is weird enough as it is, but like, how freaking ridiculous is it that every single time he was the troublemaker, he either switched to people in a way that ultimately didn't matter, or he switched people back after the robber did it. And like, Dave was the robber both of those times. God,
bad luck.
Some serendipitous shit. Oh my goodness.
Oh, boy.
Wow. And what was Curtis? Curtis and Hannah were Masons.
Yeah.
They confirmed one another. And Hannah's like, oh, Curtis, you don't want to do that slow play? And Curtis is like, oh, no. But gosh, exciting round. But now everyone knows Danielle or Cassie is a werewolf, and the other is probably the Tanner.
Yeah.
One of them could be the Insomniac. I don't know if anyone's going to believe that from either of them, but we'll see how they play it now. That's about where we ended up before the break, and let's see if Danielle or Cassie can lie their way through this.
All right, so
Confirmed, I'm innocent.
That's what we were all thinking. Yeah.
I think one of 2 things is going on
Yeah.
with you. Either you're the Tanner
Mhm.
or you're the werewolf playing as the Tanner
Mhm.
because you're good. And I think you could try and play a pretend sloppy game in order to throw us off. And so that's where I'm
There
at.
are levels.
Yeah, there's so many chances, but like, I'm truly the Insomniac, so it's fine.
So we've got 2 Insomniacs here.
Yeah.
You're not.
Right. So.
they're
So,
also
what are you, you're the
Cassie's
Insomniac?
also being just about as quiet as she was last time when she was a werewolf.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm a really loud person traditionally.
Yeah, no, oh, not true.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Is it? What are the odds that they're both werewolves again?
Like.
Minuscule, but it did just happen.
But it did happen.
yeah.
It's possible.
But I just feel like.
But also one of them
probably
could be the
it's-
Tanner. So
Right.
I think right now it's up to us to figure out
Yeah.
who we should vote for.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that we're not divided.
Let's just
Yeah.
kill them both.
Can
But that's
we
the thing,
do
is one
that?
of them could be the Tanner.
Yeah.
And then
And then
we lose.
The Tanner
Yeah.
would still.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we should just vote the middle.
Yeah.
Thanks for being on our side, Daniel.
I just want the townspeople
1
to have
minute
it
remaining.
remaining. They haven't won yet.
Yeah.
So what are you guys thinking?
Wait, so you were troublemaker 3 times in a row?
3 times in a row.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. All that matters
Yeah,
is
let's
which
put
one
some
of us we're
suspicion on
gonna.
Robert. It's really suspicious.
Yeah, it's a little.
actually.
This
What do
game's a
you
little
think,
too clear cut.
I mean, there were so many dead end attempts to try and clarify her that it's either one of the most excellently played sloppy
Only
games,
30
like you just
seconds
said,
left.
or she thought
Which
she was going to do
Daniel's certainly
something,
capable of.
or she thought she was going to do something and she got tripped up on the attempt.
So are we voting towards Cassie?
Cassie has just been equally quiet every single time, and
But
she
I
was the
never
werewolf
get
last
to
time.
talk
And
in general.
But the
Yeah.
insomniac is always lying.
yeah,
Is that
Weren't you the insomniac last game?
Yes.
I think we should.
I agree.
What
Who are we voting for?
I think Danielle.
Time is up. Everyone. 3, 2, 1. Vote.
Is that it?
I don't
Yep,
trust you.
I think it's you, Danielle.
Get out of my house, bitches!
Ah, damn it!
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
Yep.
I was giving you too much
she's-
credit. That
she's
would have
even
been
good
a
at playing
really
sloppy.
sweet
No,
game.
I was doing the reverse psychology.
Yeah.
Where I
Playing-
was hoping someone would vouch
Yeah.
for my excellently.
4D chess.
That's
over.
I
not-
figured because of what was going on here that
Yeah.
you were the Tanner, but I didn't know a way out.
Yeah.
There
You
was-
should
The
have
way out
like,
was
used
silence.
The Tanner.
Yeah, I just knew I
But
needed
then
to
we would've
stop
voted
talking.
for
Then you
her.
would have killed me.
The way out
That's
is
true. I
silence.
lost either way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
either way you lost, but it would have been.
And
more...
again, I mean, every single damn time. It's only the two of them could have produced this result. It's only the two of them could have produced this result. If it was anybody else and it was the same roles and the same things were revealed, but not these two people, they would not have
Just
won.
want a high five for the
It's crazy.
Tanners.
It's
Yeah,
crazy.
good job,
Tanner?
guys.
Oh man, Dave really is a tragic hero slighted by fate. Isn't that rough?
Yeah.
Isn't that rough being a tragic hero
That is
slighted by fate?
and that is very poetic.
Yeah.
By the way.
Oh my gosh.
Danielle again. Wow.
Danielle crushed it.
Yeah.
And I sort of realized after the break there was very little Cassie could have done to win because everybody had a story that was confirmed, and so all that could happen is they would vote for her, which in that case she would lose because she was a werewolf. Or they would vote for Danielle, which in that case Danielle's the only winner, which is what happened.
Yeah.
If I were, yeah, what?
Oh no, I just love the when Dave said, Cassie, you played this game exactly the same way last time. You're the werewolf, and she was a werewolf.
Yeah.
I wonder how she was feeling. Like, oh shit.
But also that was so great to call out when he was like, Cassie's been very quiet, and she was quiet last time when she was the werewolf, and she's like, yes, because I'm a very loud person. Cassie's the little school mouse Kim Possible. But Cassie did have a good play towards the end. I was just saying, like, there was very little she could have done to win, but what she could have done, I think she went for. And that was, like, she was like, wait, Robert, you were the troublemaker 3 times in a row? That seems a little bit suspicious. Because she realized, I mean, Cassie's a good player, and she was like, Danielle must be the Tanner. Danielle must be the Tanner right now, knowing that I'm the werewolf. Given that I am the werewolf, Danielle's the Tanner. That's a little bit of Bayesian probability for you.
So she was trying to put the suspicion
Exactly.
on Robert.
She's like, if Danielle gets the votes, I lose. So I have to try to get the suspicion on someone else. And the only opportunity that she thought that she saw was Robert. And honestly, that's a pretty good one. Because Robert didn't have something that was confirmed by everybody else. But for some reason, everyone just believed him that ridiculous thing that happened.
3 times in a row.
Yeah. God. Really crazy. You know what else happened 3 times in a row? Danielle won.
Oh my God, you're right.
Danielle is killing it. We are literally in her house right now, and we're also figuratively in her house, dude. Because she just rocked it. She crushed it all 3 games in a row.
Jeez Louise.
So good. Oh, guys, I want to thank you so much for tuning in with us today. We had a blast. I've been jumping up and down a lot.
You miss Daddy jumping. It's so adorable.
Yeah, we really need like a little cutaway scene where like you guys can see all the like fuck yeah like all that stuff that's going on. It wasn't quite so dramatic, but
it was pretty dramatic.
It was pretty dramatic. There wasn't like punching. but maybe there should be in the future.
Yep.
Yeah, Conrad and I are we're gonna start a fight club up here.
Don't tell anyone about it. What? That's the first rule. You don't tell anyone about Fight Club.
Shoot, I messed up Fight Club.
You're out the club.
Oh God.
Get the fuck out of here.
All right, well, thank you guys so much for tuning in, especially you, Pete V. You're my dog. Thank you so much. We are going to start signing off right now. Please tune in next week. Check us out on Facebook Live, which is going to be starting up next week as well. But we are on YouTube at Catrific Plays. We are on Twitch, twitch.tv/whodunitshow, and soon we will also be on Facebook Live. You can follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/whodunitshow. And get on there if you want to see us on Facebook Live next week. We are going to be going downstairs to our players so that they can say their fond farewells to you, and we'll join them downstairs so that we can all peace out.
Bye. Bye.
Bye, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out.
Wow.
We had a great time.
All 7 of you.
We love all 7 of you very much.
Very, very, very much.
Danny!
Danny!
Oh my God, it's
How
Danny!
did he get here?
He was here the whole time.
Hey, Conroy!
It's Conroy
You've
too.
been here the whole time?
I was upstairs. You didn't
Oh!
Gosh.
Oh!
Thank you guys.
The Mexican flag was established.
I did mess up with the Mexican flag last week a little bit. I wasn't counting different like shades of colors
here
as
we
different
go.
colors, and also
Danny
like I
doesn't
think
See what you've done.
Yeah, we
See what
did
you've
not
done.
agree
I just
to
don't
bring
see
this
color.
back up.
Anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in. And as we like to say as we sign out, secrets don't make friends, but friends make secrets.